Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Dax Orion. Say hi, Dax.
Hello.
And then we have Polly Dub. Say hi, Polly.
Hello.
And Jack the motherfucking Cockring. Say good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you gentlemen today?
Pretty good.
I'm doing all right, I guess.
Usual.
Slept all day, can't sleep. You know how it is.
Well, that's actually my title this morning. We have our early game stream on Sundays, and we usually go from like 7 to about 11 o'clock. We got done, and we talked for about half an hour, and I'm like, I have nothing to do. I'll go watch TV. And I woke up at 7 o'clock. Oops.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. So anybody who was waiting for this at 2 o'clock in the morning, I didn't mean to not do it last night. I just fell asleep.
And it's all his fault because I was once again home on time, ready to go.
Yeah, and that's actually, I feel the worst for you because I like to let Dax know, and I just like left him hanging last night. So I apologize for that.
No, that's okay. In his defense, I fell asleep in my chair anyway, so even if it was within our plus minus 30-minute thing, I would have missed it because I was napping.
There we go. Polly, you said you had a suggestion.
Oh, yeah. So I thought of this idea. I was listening to Lords of the Night the other night, and you brought up Tombstone, which you've done many times before. You're a big fan of that film.
Yes.
Great film. Okay. But I happen to think Wyatt Earp is a better film. No, that's not to say.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay. But let's debate it.
No, it's okay to be wrong, Polly.
You can't win this debate because all I have to do is say Val Kilmer.
hey, there's many an actor because all I have to say is Gene motherfucking Hackman. Tombstone don't have Hackman.
He doesn't, but Val Kilmer.
But I'm saying I suggest that we take it to a specialized stream because I haven't seen Tombstone in a while. I'd love Westerns in general. I'd love to revisit them both and then attempt to argue that Wyatt Earp is a better film, even though I know it's the more unpopular opinion. People like Tombstone more, but
if you're looking at it from a historical perspective, Wyatt Earp's probably better.
Yeah, well, Wyatt Earp is also full of lies and dramatics as well.
Sure, but after seeing Tombstone, man, nobody can play Doc Holliday again. I actually feel bad for was it Randy Quaid who played it?
Randy, Jesus Christ, Dennis, man,
Dennis Quaid. Whoops.
What's funny about that is I love Dennis Quaid because my favorite historical figure from the West is John Holliday, Doc Holliday, right? And it's not that it's a tough call. I don't make that call lightly because Val Kilmer did so much with it. Huckleberry, the whole thing was great. But what Quaid was able to do with it, the man lost the weight to simulate the tuberculosis. The coughing that he did, he started smoking just to simulate a mucus hacky cough. The Georgian accent that he affected was perfect and spent months working on it. It was just so pitch perfect. This scumbag murdering gambler, former dentist, disgraced guy in the old West. It beats Kilmer by like 1%, but it does beat it.
You're wrong, but we'll have to debate that on another show. Or we can debate it later because we got to get into a little bit of news because this amused me this morning. I did have news brought up last night, and we'll talk about some of this, but the teachers in Denver are going to go on strike.
Woo!
And I don't really care about that. I don't live in Denver. It doesn't affect my children. They're all, out of school anyway. But we don't fucking live there. So I hope they get it, figured out for the kids who do live there.
Right.
So Denver teachers will go on strike Monday, but 92,000 kids are still supposed to go to school. All right. Fine enough. Fair enough. But then they have a second tweet. CNN actually tweeted a second time answering themselves. They said they live with roommates, burn themselves out, working multiple jobs, and still can't put money aside for savings. That's why Denver teachers are striking. And then they added these 4 pictures. And I want you guys to take a look at these 4 pictures.
How you doing?
Okay, here's picture number 1. By the way, that's a TILF. She's cute.
You like, I don't know, man. The stuff she's got on her desk, the tat on her arm, the general look, the oversized scarf. Are you sure you didn't pull in a Vox journalist by accident?
Swear to God.
Teacher, dude. Look, the stain right there.
Okay, I got two things to say about it. First, the fucking dog with the lightsabers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you can see it. There's a Darth Vader right underneath that.
And secondly, she's got that ugly nose stud.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's not the prettiest woman ever, but she's cute enough.
She's office cute. I agree.
Yeah. Office cute, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd give her a C- on looks, but a A- for naughty.
God, look at this. This guy's right out of fucking Silicon Valley. I mean,
oh yeah.
God, you can just smell the soy dripping off of his pores, can't you?
This dude eats nothing but kale.
Yes, yeah, and quinoa or whatever the fuck, right?
He has coffee enemas every morning just to feel fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have her.
Aw, she's a cute little nerd.
She is.
She's got nerd cute going on there.
Yeah.
She looks like she's up to something. I don't trust her.
Oh, I don't either, but you know.
And then finally her.
Her eyes crossed?
No, she's just a fat Asian.
I wasn't even trying to make an Asian joke. It's just, it looks like her eyes are legit crossed. Like,
now, did you notice what was missing from those 4 pictures?
Men?
Yes, yes. We had soy boy, but no real men. There were no black people.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's Denver. It's pretty white.
What are they striking over? Is it something to do with black folks?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying this is CNN.
Right.
I get it. Dax, Denver's kind of white, but I couldn't find any black teachers to put in here.
Maybe not. Maybe there's none in that particular school.
Well, there's 92,000 teachers or students that are going to have no teachers. That's several schools. They could have found someone. I think they just didn't try. I think they were just like, white people are suffering.
Or they don't hire black people in Denver.
Well, it would be consistent with that class action lawsuit for racism that CNN is currently under.
Yeah. But you can't bank anything on what you're going to make each year because you have these little bonuses that come and go, said Spanish teacher Kelsey Brown. 2 years ago, I made more than I'm making now. The 31-year-old teacher made $56,000 last year.
Lucky bitch.
Overpaid.
Can y'all imagine? Okay, I don't know about you. I don't think in my working life I ever made $56,000.
Nah, teachers are mostly overpaid.
And if it of course, as we all know, as adults, it depends on what's going on with your money. Do you have a list of deductions that you can add on? How expensive is your rent or real estate? Are you able to deduct if you have a mortgage? Like, I mean, that $56,000 could be like a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, it could be the bulk of the $56,000, as opposed to some people living in a really, like, if you live in Manhattan, $56,000, you're like borderline homeless. Yeah, you know what I mean? But so they might be making out real well, is my point, depending on their situation. You know,
it is expensive to live in Denver. I got a buddy that lives out there.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing: the pic or the tweet that came along with the white people pictures says they live with roommates. That's how it starts out.
Yeah,
if two teachers are living together, each earning $56,000 a year, I feel like they should be able to live pretty comfortably in Denver.
Yeah.
Oh,
so they're automatically like what do economists call them? Dinks, double income, no kids. They're all
I mean, that's the way it's presented. The average salary is $55,000 to $61,000.
Yeah, they're making enough money to live on their own. They're probably just irresponsible with money, have drug habits, or just incompetent in general. You know, they're whining.
As a part-time sessional instructor, don't forget the good part that no teacher ever talks about, but I will. We get the summer off.
Indeed.
Yeah. I went to education. My degree is, bachelor education, and it's not that fucking hard.
Wait, I forgot. I thought you have the option of getting paid over the course of the summer, like at normal, but you have like reduced wage, and I heard something like that. Like you can get it all like in one block, and get paid more throughout the school year, but not get paid during summer. Or you can get a lower sum all throughout the year, but get paid during summer. Is that true?
Yeah, it depends on your district.
That's got a very like district to district, state to state. No.
Yeah. But a lot of them give that option. Every school I've ever subbed in, did my methods in, did my experiences in, they all had that option, and most of them took it, so they didn't have to work over the summer. So
I would do that.
Yeah, I would too, because I get paid to be lazy. Awesome. And most teachers take some kind of part-time job during the summer, usually tutoring or something like that, coaching.
Aren't there admin things that still need to be done that a number of teachers do? I mean, I know it works that way at university. If you want to work all year round, it's totally possible.
No, not in high schools and middle schools, not usually.
Okay.
They have actual secretaries that handle most of that crap that are there year round.
Oh, I'm talking about made up admin stuff that people.
Oh no,
it's
those are called parent teacher days or whatever. So
gotcha.
Yeah, I think these people are just whining for an extra raise because they're a bunch of crybaby unions.
Real quick, I have a couple of donations. I'm having ramen for lunch. Ramen's best lunch. Thank you, Dragon Mage.
No, it's not.
And Pumpkin Trucker, thank you. Every one of these teachers look like they'll be featured in an inappropriate relationship with a male student story. Yeah.
Especially the guy. Boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know who that guy looks like? The guy from what's that band that everybody hates? Nickelback?
Yeah, he looks like Chad Kroger.
He looks more like that college professor who hit the guy with the bike lock.
Yeah.
He looks like that dude and the teacher from Beavis and Butthead had a baby together.
The ethics professor. The irony.
He's like, he's so cool, gym teacher.
I don't know. A gym teacher seems like a pretty good gig all around.
Yeah.
If you're a pedophile.
Wow, that got weird fast. Never mind. I withdraw my statement.
Time to shower up, boys.
Yeah.
Lather twice, rinse once.
Y'all took this someplace dark.
Yeah. It's way too early in the morning for this shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Some of the teachers are too poor to strike, y'all. I really, really want to because I do support the mission, but I literally financially cannot afford to, said math teacher Sophia Lung. I don't know how you say her name. For me to lose out on $200 to pay a day, it does impact my bills for the month. I get that. $200 a day. How much is this woman making?
A lot.
What's that? That's $1,000 a week.
Do you know how much that pissed off? Like half the people that are listening to the stream right now, $200 a day. You know,
I'm very angry.
Yeah, like it. Holy fuck, that's a lot of. Well, that's not take home. That's gross, but still, that's a lot of money. Jesus.
Are you sure that's gross?
I don't know actually.
Even if it's take home at 200, I mean, even it's more than twice what I make. Just about.
Guys, Monkey in the Morning is going to go on strike if I don't make $200 a day.
You can't pressure your donors like that, man. That's bad form. Shit.
That's not pressure. Look, hey, I have bills that need paid.
I gotta buy ramen and hot dogs, people.
Ramen and hot dogs is expensive, y'all.
Monkey's roommate will twist his nipples if he doesn't have rent in on time.
She will. I've seen her do it. Can't live on $200 a day. Suck me off. Live in the suburbs and drive to work.
Even with kids on $200 a day, you're set.
No, you absolutely can live on $200 a day. Are you fucking kidding me? Through my master's program, I don't even want to talk about how lean I lived. Shit, you can make it work. Come on, what the fuck? That's a pampered person talking right there.
Yeah. Stubber, did you see AOC's fuck up on Green Deal site? Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah,
we talked about that. You know I watch my AOC. You know I watch her. 13. Hey guys, stuck in stop traffic and enjoying the broadcast. Thank you guys for making my morning better. Thank you for watching.
Happy to be here for you.
And Zero Burn, thank you. $200 a day. Can I get that money? Monkey, here's a start for the $200 a day. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Unlike these fuckers, I am actually appreciative. $200 a day. Suck me, you stupid bitch. Okay. I'm not even sure where to go after lather twice, rinse once.
Yeah, I know that's still hanging with me, right? Like, where the fuck did you pick that up from?
You understand how that works, right?
I don't want to think too much about it. I'm more curious as to where the hell you picked that up from.
I didn't. I just thought of it.
I think he got it from gym class when he was in high school.
Oh God, the memories are coming back. I blocked it off for so long.
Oh my God.
Do you think they're really on strike so they can go on dates with their students?
Could be. They ain't got no time left. No, the Los Angeles teachers just had a strike too. A lot of them complaining that they haven't had raises in so long and whatnot. And I understand that. I do. But I don't know. I've never liked the idea of strikes. And this isn't like back in the 40s when people would go on strike because they were given, a bean a day to work. Failure's been streaming for 3 hours. Guess he couldn't sleep either. Well, my problem was I could sleep last night. I should have been done by a long time ago. So yesterday, I forget who it was, but somebody called Gillibrand. What the fuck is her first name? Kirsten?
Something like that.
Kirsten Gillibrand, an opportunist. And Amy Siskin kind of lost her fucking shit about it. She's this resist person over on the Twitter machine. Mm-hmm. And she said this: does anyone in the media actually want to cover any of the women 2020 candidates' accomplishments and track record, or discuss the issues or her policies instead of here comes the good part, gendered attacks of unlikable, mean, and opportunistic?
I'm sorry, say that again. The what?
The gendered attacks of unlikable, mean, and opportunistic.
Well, okay.
It's poorly worded, but I get what they're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, there's attacks that are generally leveled at men. Like,
you think?
Well, yeah. I'm just like, what? I don't know. You weren't really contributing to the conversation. There is my. Not you, Monkey, the person who tweeted that. Like, it's
Pumpkin Trucker, thank you. Learn to balance a checkbook. I support a family of 4 with $250 a day. Now she needs to work 14 hours a day like the drivers.
True story.
Nah, man, she got it rough. She got it real rough. No, Amy lost her shit. She made several of these tweets about these gendered attacks. Gendered attacks are being called opportunistic.
So let me see if I get this straight. She's worried that not enough policies are being discussed. So her way to do that is to bring up intersectionalism.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. That's great. Yeah, let's get right to the platforms, the actual nitty gritty of someone's policy plans by discussing genitals.
If you're this is kind of what I responded is, if your whole campaign can be thrown off because somebody called you opportunistic, you probably weren't a very good candidate.
Yeah, you probably were being opportunistic.
I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? If your candidate is so bad that throws everything off, then they didn't deserve to win anyway.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Like, isn't every politician an opportunist to a degree? It's like,
sure,
I have a given built up reputation such that, like with Gillibrand, that like I'm a veteran and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I got all these things that would give me a good chance at the running for office. Yeah, right. Does it make her an opportunist? I would say not. I don't.
Well, the reason he called her an opportunist, was it Frank Lutz? I can't remember. She went to a lunch somewhere. I forget where. And she was eating chicken with a bunch of black people. I'm not making this up. And she started to eat it with a fork. And she turned and looked at one of the black people and said, "Do we eat it with our hands here?" And they told her yes, so she did. I'm like, okay, one, that don't make any sense anyway.
That's just etiquette.
Hold on. Who? Yeah, no, absolutely it is. It's like you start eating and like, oh, well, I guess I put this bib on because it's crab and, you know, I just saw everyone else putting there. Oh, we should put our bibs on, right? Like that kind of thing. Like what? She was just, what's the lay of the land here? What should we do? What? How does that make her an opportunist? That makes her a polite person. What the fuck?
Indeed.
No, to be fair, she probably is an opportunist because she knows she's not going to win. She's just trying to get her name out there for like VP or whatever.
Sure.
So I get what he was saying, but let's be honest. He was just saying that because she's a woman.
Absolutely. He was only saying that because he was a woman. Because she was a woman.
Hey, Bear.
Hello.
Hey, Bear.
Good morning, Bear.
Hello. Hope you're all well today.
I'm okay.
Good. Good. I'm glad.
I'm a little more well rested than I normally am.
Oh, good. Did you have a big boy sleep?
I did, man. I slept like almost 8 hours last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I ain't done that in a while.
Awesome.
Passed right the fuck out. I was being an opportunist.
That long either, do you?
What was that?
You don't usually sleep for that long, do you?
No. 4 is usually my limit. And then I roll over and my body says, "Get the fuck up. This hurts."
Get the fuck up, asshole.
Bear, I need you to give me $200 a day or I'm going on strike.
I can't produce $200 a day, mate.
God damn it. Somebody's got to give me this or I'm going on strike.
I should know.
Well, we have teachers striking in Denver, whining that that's what they're making.
How much do teachers make in America?
Depends on where. The story we just read about Denver schools, 55 to 62 is the average.
Yeah.
I need to make that, y'all, or I'm going on strike. I'm going to tell YouTube if they don't give me that much money, I'm striking. And they'll be like, "We don't know who you are."
Susan be like, "Get to fuck."
Now there was something I wanted to talk about. I told you guys I pulled up all these stories to talk about last night, and then I lost them all because I went to sleep. Here it is.
Sausage.
All right.
Good job.
Newlywed. Oh, thank you so much, Pumpkin Trucker. Eating chicken with a fork makes her racist because Trump did it. CNN told us so. Hi, Bear. That's true. CNN told us that eating chicken with a fork was weird because Trump was eating it on the plane.
Is that Pumpkin Trucker?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Pumpkin Trucker.
A newlywed who waited until marriage to have sex discovered husband has a micro penis.
I saw that.
Jesus.
We're constantly told that it's not the size of the boat that really matters, it's the motion of the ocean. But do you know what else is important in life? Honesty. It's a virtue that's been drilled into our head since we were small, and yet it seems one guy may not have got the memo, having married someone without forewarning her about his micro penis until their honeymoon. In a Reddit forum, "Am I the Asshole?" the newlywed wife shared the story from her side, captioning it, "Newlywed husband, 32 male, wanted to wait until marriage for sex and just surprised me, 27 female, with micro penis on the honeymoon." The cunt. Going to tell the whole world about his little dick. The 27-year-old explained she and her husband had never got down to business before marriage, not because either one of them was religious, but because her fella claimed to be, quote, old-fashioned. "We only dated for 6 months. We've been engaged for another 6 and just got married on Saturday. I literally just got back from my honeymoon a couple of hours ago. And the first thing you did was went to Reddit to talk about his little dick. You are a cunt."
Well, especially because this is all her fault.
Yeah. She should have went and looked.
She should have at least gauged the approximate size of his tackle by manhandling them with a handy.
Well,
yeah.
She says, my husband isn't a religious guy. He just says he's old-fashioned like that. We got close to fooling around a couple of times, but it never went far. I tried, but he always stopped after it went too far. You never walked in on him while he was showering?
Just ask him then, you fucking ponce. How hard is this? Like, hey, I want to see you naked. I want to know what my future's holding.
Quote, anyway, fast forward to now. Am I the asshole for reading into this and being upset that I waited until my wedding night to find out that he probably isn't old-fashioned as he says he is? I'm not going to shame him, really.
You just did.
And honestly, I don't even know how I'll broach the topic. I honestly just acted like nothing was out of the ordinary and went to town with him. But I don't know. I kind of feel lied to, like a half-truth, or something was intentionally withheld from me. This was unexpected, to say the least. And if you read this far, thanks for your time.
It wasn't intentionally withheld. There's just nothing there to withhold.
Haha.
That was really mean. I'm sorry.
I don't get it, though. Go ahead.
I bet that he has a normal-sized penis and she just has a massive vagina.
Right. How do we know that's not the case? This bitch could have that. Somebody did the meme throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
It's like throwing a party sausage down the highway, you know?
Yeah, cavern cunt is a real growing problem.
It's growing.
And
it always is.
She sounds like she's a bit experienced.
It's a bitch. It's not my fault it don't touch the sides.
I'm wondering, we need a dick size in this case. We need to know how big it is. Because it's not fair to just say he got a little dick. She could have a really, really big twat, man. That's not on him.
Did anyone
throw?
No, hold on. Prospero says, I love this point of view. Maybe he could have been honest, question mark. Any of you consider that? I considered that, and that's a tough thing to bring up. But, like, I don't know.
Again, he could have been perfectly honest, and she could just have a huge cunt.
Right. Women are built differently. You know, we were talking about this the other day, like over on Dax's stream. It's
we did.
You know, women need to own their part in this too. Like, you know.
Yeah, this is a failure on multiple levels. One, she didn't bother to check the wedding tackle. No, number two, Pixar didn't happen. Number three, he was probably ashamed of it. But if she loved him enough to marry him without having sex for a year, it's probably really not that big of a deal.
And there are toys. Several thousands upon thousands of toys for women.
There are way more toys for women than men. And the fact that he's so small means that, you know, he probably can't even play with those toys. So his life is pretty much horrible to begin with. So I don't know. I kind of feel bad for the guy, especially because she's shaming him. But she could probably just get the wedding annulled and be a giant cunt about the whole thing.
Well, okay.
Real quick, thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. Invoke Sam Kinnison. If she says it's small, agree with her and stick it up her ass. Yeah.
Okay. Prospero apparently didn't like that answer, but we gave. But Pop-Tart
ninja.
Well, Pop-Tart raises an interesting point. They employ the use of the word micropenis. If it's a literal medical micropenis, that means that guy's got a dick an inch or shorter. That's almost like lacking a dick entirely, which is a different story. Is this not so? This guy have a small dick, or did he have like a legitimate micropenis?
Right. There's a difference.
The headline on the story says micropenis. She never actually uses that word, does she? Oh, yes, she actually used that word. Surprised me with a micropenis on the honeymoon.
See, now that's different. I Pop-Tart raises an interesting point, because, like, imagine if you got the pants off and she had like no front hole, as it's described in California now.
Yeah.
Like literally no front hole. You'd be like, I don't know how that would happen, but like, I mean, she was useless for normal intercourse is what I'm getting at.
Did you just say women are useless without intercourse?
I did not say that. I said useless for normal intercourse is what I said.
We all heard it.
It was not an exclusive claim. It was specific.
That's what happens when you get that smoking jacket. Anyway.
You get a high-minded opinion of women's worth. Yeah.
Well, she said that they had sex. Micropenis would be very hard to have sex with.
True.
She said went to town.
Yeah, went to town with him.
Yeah, so, I mean, like if you had like a dick an inch or under, like you're not having sex. I mean, seriously, nope. let's be realistic. Like,
I think she was being hyperbolic. He probably had like a 3.5-inch dick or something.
Sure, probably.
So okay, so the guy's got a small dick, but do you still love him? If you do, work around it. If not, well, you're a shallow whore, and that's your problem.
Work around it. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Well, I think I tend to blame her a little bit for not inspecting the goods. Everybody that saw Boys Don't Cry knows that you don't want to get Hillary Swank.
Sleepaway Camp, man. That's how I judge everything.
Maybe he's a tranny and it's not a micro penis, it's a macro clit. Could be, Peter.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, most guys are more than happy to show a woman their dick. If a moderately attractive woman's like, "Hey, you want to show me your dick?" I'll be like, "All right." So the fact that he wasn't, willing to show her, didn't want to have sex with her, fool around or anything, should have been a massive red flag.
Sure.
Clearly, this is her responsibility.
Okay, look. Don't marry somebody you haven't had sex with, and for the love of fuck, at least look at their genitals. I'm of the opinion you don't buy a car before you test drive it, and you sure as hell don't buy it without seeing it.
Okay,
if she's so sexually active, how has she never reached down?
Let's say that her point was over, like, I feel like I was deceived. It's the lie of omission, like the heavy dutiness of it. Would you consider them equal, that a man has had a vasectomy or is missing his balls as she is sterile, like lying in that way, that one of you is sterile? Is that an equal level of outrage for both sexes?
I think the tests are unfair because all a woman has to do is look, whereas we have to get in to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Or we have to get in, or we have to part the legs and shout and see.
Yeah, exactly. See if there's an echo.
No, that's not true. You can discover a lot from insertion of the digits.
Really?
You don't think so? I think so. Absolutely. You can know. I mean,
she's smart.
Well, she's only letting you put the digits in. You're doing something wrong.
No, I'm saying because it's like they said they didn't have sex. Maybe they don't want to have actual, intercourse, but it's like she might be down for a little play. And if she's down for a little play, you don't need necessarily.
It's like, look, we don't have to have sex, but let me put it in once. Just
a quick dip.
I need to know if this is what I want for the rest of my fucking life. To your question though, Polly, if you know you're sterile, and your partner, especially like if your partner wants kids and you don't tell them, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. I think that's worse than not mentioning you have a really tiny dick.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Jay, you said annulled. Is it still law, or am I working out of a really old assumption that if you haven't, quote, consummated the marriage, like, why did you fuck him then? If you found out this micropenis, you felt so lied to and outraged, you wouldn't even have to get a divorce. You could just get an annulment.
Yeah.
And she went to town with him.
Right.
Went to town, her words.
It was a small town.
Yeah, she was a village, not a town.
Maybe she meant they actually drove into town.
Yeah.
to go to a doctor to look into penile
implants. So small, we just drove into town. I don't see I don't see how she never had a chance to see it.
Yeah, I think there's something here we're not getting.
She sounded way too sexually healthy to not at least grab for it during a moment.
Well, she says, she tried, and anytime it went too far, he stopped her.
Yeah, but what's too far? Does that mean that you felt it and he's like, no, don't touch it? In which case you've already touched it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Can we discuss Monkey's ongoing fascination with anatomical deformities?
I can't help it, man.
I was gonna say no. That takes away from the fun.
Have you ever seen a micro penis?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's disturbing. It looks like a little
the nub. It really is a nub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember being shown this fucking horrible I don't even know if you could call it porno, where they basically hired this whore to fuck a big fat guy. And he had a little penis, just a little iggle piggle pig in the bush, you know what I mean?
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
To get him into the mood, they let him go down on her and all that kind of stuff. And then she went to suck his willy. His dick was basically like a flap of skin and a helmet. And she got the helmet in and she basically sort of pulled away and then he started coming.
That's sad. Oh no.
That's sad.
I've only seen a medical picture, but thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. They went to town, Mayberry.
I got it.
Yeah, the picture I saw was it was a medical picture. You could tell because the guy was standing sideways and there was like a measuring tape in front of him, like it was a textbook picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I just remember thinking like, okay, wow, I feel like strutting like a peacock right now, number one. And number two, that poor man in that photograph. Like I just, wow, my heart went out to him.
The one I saw, he couldn't have gone to town on nothing.
Right.
Oh, that's so shame.
He could have rubbed it against her clit maybe, but he was not getting in any hole.
Well, here's the thing too. She's complaining, like talking about getting a divorce or something. Is that right, or did I miss something?
Well, no, she's just upset.
Well, does she understand that there are penile implants, right?
Oh,
yeah, but then you're stuck in a position like that transgender teen Jazz. Like there isn't enough material to even implant into. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, assuming it's an actual micro penis, yeah, that's a problem. But if it's just small, you know.
Golf City Trucking Bear, thank you. Small town girl, yeah.
So this is where cybernetic implants are the wave of the future. She could get the Mr. Stud implant, and she'll never know.
You remember that movie Space Truckers?
She has a big hole, man.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet he's just like slightly below average or something. And she had some stallion boyfriend last
Exactly.
time.
Thank you. Because she's obviously, I mean, she was grabbing for that dick beforehand. She's 27. She's done it before. And she's probably pining for an old boyfriend who was bigger. And
yeah, he's probably like the rebound boyfriend who they ended up getting married because of it. Because she's like, well, I lost the only other good man in my life. I don't want to lose the one now.
Yeah, well, she had been dating a black guy. She moved on to an Asian man. I mean, that's gonna be a little bit distracting.
Is Pop-Tart's right that she said that she's not leaving? She's not even saying anything. She just feels like that she did that on purpose. Like, is that the story?
Well, she says she doesn't know how to broach it. I don't even know how I'll broach the topic, and I'm not seeking advice. Honestly, just acted like nothing was out of the ordinary and went to town with him because I'm a whore. No, I kind of feel lied to. That's all. Yeah, I just kind of feel lied to.
Somebody said this was up on Reddit. Did I miss that part? This was a Reddit.
This was on Reddit. Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What are you putting your shit up on Reddit for?
If you
so people can feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Putting your life out in the street like that. I mean,
this way people can feel bad for her and tell her that she was wronged. But don't worry, it's not your big hole, baby. It's his little dick.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Who did she go to for advice on this?
Reddit.
What's the outlet that's reporting on it?
Oh, this is Lad Bible, LAD Bible.
Oh, okay. It's come from the Lad Bible. Okay. Does it happen to mention Mumsnet by any chance?
It doesn't.
I'm surprised.
It just said this was on Reddit in the Reddit forum. Am I the asshole?
Because a lot of the time you'll get women going on to Mumsnet asking advice of whether they should leave their husband over some bullshit like this.
Oh,
usually it's over a wedding ring.
Oh yeah, was it
or something like that? But I had to ask. I have to make sure.
Well, my problem with this was that most of the users seem to be on her side. And I just wonder what would happen if it had been the other way around. If he had wrote, just got back from my honeymoon. This bitch is whole. I couldn't hit the sides if I spun in a circle. How many of them would be like, oh, she's got a big old pussy. You should leave her. They would be all like, you shouldn't be talking about her like that. You should just love her. You should love her in that big twat.
You know what? Okay. We got Stargazer up in chat going, do you guys even hear yourselves? And I'm like, no, I don't actually. But this,
I think I'm being highly conservative in this. All right.
Maybe we're coming across really because we got Prospero and Stargazer and Pop-Tart all out there.
Well, Prospero always
is you baggy vaged whores.
Prospero always gets mad at me when I talk about women.
Prospero gets mad when she gets up in the morning. It's just
what did I say wrong there, Nuts? I'm just saying if she should have looked at the dick first. That's her. Yeah. This is her fault.
You don't buy a used car without getting a mechanic to look at it. You don't buy random things like mystery bags off of eBay. That's how you get, stabbing equipment. This is obviously a buyer beware moment, and she chose poorly. She didn't do her research, and now it bit her in the ass. You know what? That's the price you pay. You buy something used, you get something with problems.
And the truth is, if he had a micro penis, he wouldn't be able to be fucking her. He just wouldn't. They're too small for that. So worst case, he has a little penis.
No, okay. So Pop-Tart and Starburst.
Wait. Okay, yeah,
right. Like she isn't leaving him. Yeah,
yet.
Well, yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be a highly paced bitterness fight that's going to keep going on. It's like you can't satisfy me, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
She feels horribly lied to by the man she just married. Let me ask you, ladies, the man you just married lied to you about something horribly important, like the ability to have sex. That's not going to start seeping into your mind to like, maybe I shouldn't be with him.
You will think about that every day, and it will eat you up inside. Yep. Do not lie.
This is the thing, right? That women don't seem to understand, right? Because there's a massive double standard within our culture about this kind of stuff, like men's magazines, porn, fucking women on TV, fucking. How many movies have you seen where a guy's pants were pulled down and all the girls laughed at his dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taught that having the big fucking Mac Daddy penis is the best thing in the world because the ladies will love it.
It really is.
And we're saying, well, no, maybe it's you fucking whores. Maybe you shouldn't have such massive vaggies. I shouldn't have to call my penis the whisk and fucking shake my ass around when I'm beside you.
Tighten up, ladies. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Why are all these women size shaming?
Penis shaming. It's an issue.
Change the title of the stream to Upsetting Women. I asked why he would feel the need to hide from me. Like, how much can he trust her? Okay, let's discuss that. Do you think that if this woman had saw how tiny his penis was, she would have married him?
No.
Be honest. Be brutally honest, because I'm not gonna put up with the
okay.
They might have stayed together. No, be honest.
Time out. I'm going to ask each of you individually, but I want to ask chat. Would she have still married him? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay, Jack, would she have married him?
No.
Dax?
No. Not likely.
Bear?
Unfucking likely.
Polly?
Not by the way she's presented in that article, no.
There we go. That's
which makes me want to read the original Reddit post. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she being like, is there more balance to it if you read the Reddit post? You understand what I mean? Like,
sure.
I don't know.
Well, what was the name of the board? Shit, I closed that down. Am I the asshole? I never use Reddit. I'm not good at it.
You're not a qualified Redditor?
I'm not. Am I the asshole? Reddit.
I'm so glad I've got a nice willy.
Zealous depends on his bank account. Ouch.
I mean, maybe. We don't know how well endowed his bank account is.
I have a handsome penis.
My dick is pretty, man. It's
thank you both for sharing. That's excellent.
It's like 1950s handsome, It's classy.
Where's a trilby when it comes out?
It's got a George Raft appeal to it. Is that what you're telling me?
Tubes.
Thank you, Pumpkin Trucker. So it's all his fault because she can't sit on a bar stool without sliding down. Got it. Nice.
Only a trucker's kind of language.
Poppy says, I've been with a dude who had 2.5 inches. And that's fine. Actually, says 2.5 bitches.
Yeah, I don't understand what she.
And that's fine. But did you go write a Reddit post about how small his dick was? And you said you had a guy.
Uh-oh. You left him because his dick size, Poppy? I thought better of you.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a more private person or something like that. Like I wasn't focused on this woman in particular. I don't understand people that drag their business out in the street at all, from going on Dr. Phil to all the way to writing anonymous Reddit posts. I just don't get it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of them airing their business, but it still sounds like she's kind of a cunt in the whole situation. He's a little bit of a liar. Let's be fair. I mean, if he wanted to hide it the whole time, but we're saying it's like he was hoping he'd get a shot at happiness. But if he has half a penis, I mean,
Poppy, we were just fucking with you there. She said he didn't lie about it. Poppy, I get that sometimes women will be with guys with small dicks. But this is a woman who went to Reddit to talk about how lied to she felt about it. This relationship not gonna last.
Not gonna last. Nope.
There's no way. And because dick size is important to her and she didn't check on that first.
Yeah, she went to the internet to ask the internet how they felt about it. That's not.
She wanted validation for her anger.
And Pop-Tart had said previously that we don't care, like we women don't care about dick size. Y'all do. Y'all men do. And it's like, well, one way or another, this woman cares.
Yeah.
And that's, that's what we're talking about. So,
maybe not all women care. She does. She definitely does.
Have you guys read the Godfather, like the Mario Puzo book?
No.
There's an entire sub story that was left out of the movie, and it's probably a good thing that it was. That Sonny Corleone, the oldest of Vito, he had the storyline is that he had a super huge dick.
Awesome.
And I don't know if you remember the opening wedding scene. He's banging one of the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Right. That he has an ongoing affair with her, and the reason that they get along so well is that she's got a super flappy, loose vagina. And no man was ever able to seriously, and no man was ever able to fill her up. And Puzo goes into bizarre, like sensationalistic details on it, that she had gone to doctors to get sewn up so she could actually feel a man, et cetera, et cetera. And when she met Sonny, this beastly stallion of a man, it was the first time she ever enjoyed sex. Like seriously, the book has this entire subplot about oversized penises and vaginas. It's wild.
It's kind of nice, actually, if you think about it. Who actually talks about that shit? They're perfect.
I call my penis Don Corleone.
And actually, if you fast forward to Godfather 3, that everyone hates, but I think was misunderstood. The character
just like bad movies, man.
No. It started with Andy Garcia's character is Sonny's bastard child that he had with her, the bridesmaid. That was his woman on the side for years, and Andy Garcia's character is their illegitimate child. It makes it a misunderstood movie. There was depth to that film. It's just unappreciated.
I'm sure there was depth, but it was poorly executed.
There were parts that could have been better executed. I think if they went with the original title instead of the one that the studio insisted upon, which is Godfather Part 3, they wanted to call it The Death of Michael Corleone. It's supposed to be an epilogue. It's not supposed to be an entire film. It's just supposed to be the sad end of this man's life. And that's exactly what it is. It wasn't supposed to be Godfather Part 3. That was a studio insistence.
Okay. Poppy says, like, if a woman had a fake nose, kind of makeup, and after marriage you saw her real face, you wouldn't feel lied to. Let's make this no. Let's keep this in the same region. If I married a woman and she had a giant vagina and she hadn't told me that, I know I wouldn't feel lied to. I'd be like, damn, this bitch just got a big old twat.
Well, how do I feel?
You would have heard it in the wind.
Yeah. When you're out on a bike ride, you'd be hearing that. What is that noise?
Well, I would have tried to look at it at some point.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I want to see some goods, or this is happening.
I would have told her flat out, look, I cannot marry somebody I've never had sex with. Sorry.
I can't marry someone that's going to take half my shit because she's got a flappy vagina, and I regret my poor decisions in life for not checking. That's on you.
And if I got with a girl with a super flappy, the one thing that I should be knowing if I got married to her after not ever having sex would be like, all right, well, this is our first challenge. How do I get over it?
No. See, you got to do that first, and it's easier for you women to check. All she had to do was sneak in on the shower and look.
Yeah, but she wasn't worried about how big he was because she figured he was going to be normal. It's her problem.
That's her fault then.
Yeah, so it's her problem, not really his.
Well, she had to see it hard as well.
Kind of.
If
it's a micro penis, no, you wouldn't. Because when the head is literally rested on the balls, poking out of the top, and then looks like some kind of.
You might have a lasto penis.
I mean,
it gets hard. It's suddenly 10 inches.
Not if
it's more for convenience, if anything.
Resting there. Then she could have went to Reddit. I saw his dick and it looked really funny.
That's not good though. I mean, if she's as sexually not promiscuous, but sexually is excited, and she never reached for the goods, she's dead inside anyway.
Yeah, that relationship's going to fall apart, and
if true, because some people are saying this isn't even a real thing because it was on Reddit. It's probably Poe.
Real quick. Just Duck Dog says Francis Ford Coppola made Godfather 3 just to keep his vineyard out of Hawk. Okay, you're not wrong. He needed a paying job, but that was like what, the third time that he was about to lose his vineyard. He mortgaged his entire fucking property in Napa Valley for Apocalypse Now. The guy's a terrible businessman. I'm not denying that, Duck Dog. I'm just saying he wouldn't have gotten Mario Puzo on it to help him write it and do the whole thing if it wasn't a legit film. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, see, Francis Ford Coppola knew what he was getting into. He made poor decisions and almost lost his vineyard. The vineyard is the micro penis in this analogy. Clearly, poor decisions were made. It all ties together.
Ex-Boba Hotep says, lesson of the day, have sex, but always have sex before marriage. Yes.
That's Monkey's lesson.
I have been saying that as long as I've been having sex. Don't get married without having sex. Why would you? Sex is a big part of marriage, guys.
I mean, I understand back in the day it was a religious thing, it was a tradition thing, whatever. But in this day and age, especially in America, and you haven't had it yet, you're considered the weirdo now.
Just ask for forgiveness. She'd be all right after.
Do you think she would have? Do you think she would have written the same Reddit post if his dick was just huge?
Oh, it would have been like, oh my God, I'm so glad.
He didn't tell me that it was going to hurt my neck.
Oh yeah, she probably would have complained about that too. It's like, it hurts every time. I don't know if I could be with him because I will never be able to fit it in.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that, I have trouble believing that she, and yes, you know what, guys, maybe this is fake because it's on Reddit, but it's a good topic to discuss because, it's
possible. It's a good thing to talk about because it is very possible.
Be hypothetical.
Let's assume this is a real article.
Mm-hmm.
Any chick that will go on Reddit and dump out her purse about something this personal is going to bitch no matter what size his dick is. She's going to find something at fault with him.
Poppy says I would leave him if he was huge. See? Poppy must got one of them Asian things going on.
It's funny, actually, because I remember watching a documentary on porn, a British porn, and there was a guy whose dick was fucking massive, and all the porn actresses were turning him down because he was too big.
Oh, yeah.
Which is odd for porn actresses.
You don't want that. You don't. I mean, their legs only open so far.
Yeah, but I want to see a bird get ruined.
Down boy.
And that says being too big is a problem that hurts. I've been told.
Penis.
Man, we've had some interesting conversations today. We've had lather twice, rinse once, and now
it hurts. Just spit on it, you'll be fine.
30 minutes of dick talk.
Now, wouldn't it be ironic if the guy she was talking about was that soy boy from the previous article?
The Denver teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Oh, did you guys watch the Grammys last night?
No, because I don't watch shit.
No, I'm straight.
The Grammys were on last night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did they follow my advice and just give all the awards to Beyonce?
I don't know.
Well, they wouldn't want to be accused of racism. You know?
No, they gave Cardi B an award, though.
Oh, okay. Proud. That's something. But that ain't Queen Bee. I just remember Adele up there apologizing to Beyonce for, like, that she won. It's like, what the fuck?
Like that didn't go where I thought you were going. I thought you were going to say that Adele apologized for eating her sandwich.
I think that was partially why. It's like Adele's like a great singer and she understands how to appeal to like a truly global market. Like when her songs hit, they hit like everywhere, like Germany, France, America, Canada, Australia. You know what I mean? Beyonce's got like a certain market sewn up, and that's about it. You know,
Beyonce is a dude who sings okay.
I think okay is generous.
Yeah. I like Destiny's Child. I don't like her solo.
I don't hate her solo, but this is weird.
If we're talking modern soul, urban soul, R&B groups, come on. Destiny's Child? No. In Vogue. In Vogue
is better, but I'm saying I like Destiny's Child over solo.
No, okay.
Brother of Bezos' mistress reportedly leaked racy text to National Enquirer. That's disturbing.
Cardi B is an idiot.
She is an idiot.
She is an idiot. I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just funny you were so blunt about it.
She is, and she's quite ugly. Bezos' mistress, her brother leaked the text that went to the National Enquirer. Some of those were racy pictures of his sister.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But if the payday was good enough, I'm sure he got over the moral quandary pretty quickly.
Bone or not to bone? That doesn't matter.
Although, if you're going up against Jeff Bezos, you got to know that that guy has more than enough money to have you murdered and get away with it.
Oh yeah, he's got the they would never even know you existed anymore. He would just erase you from the internet.
Yeah, and somebody would get a lifetime Prime membership for that.
Yes.
Did Prospero legit leave?
I don't know.
Did she get mad at us?
But she said, "Okay, fine, I'll leave." And then a bunch of people said, including myself, "Don't leave." Did she actually legit leave?
I think you pissed her off, Polly.
I don't know. I'll have to check Twitter in a minute because I usually talk to her in between our comments and stuff. But a little busy at the moment. But I will check.
Penis.
All right, fellas, I'll leave. Huh?
No, James Kelly, Beyonce is not the same person as Serena Williams. Nor
They're built the same.
Yeah, they are built like linebackers, but they are also not the same person as Michelle Obama before.
I was about to say, Beyonce, Serena Williams, Michelle Obama. Have you ever seen them all in the same place?
You know, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Because they're manly bitches.
Scotsman said, haven't seen her since she said that. Yeah.
You know who really is legit a manly bitch? I watched Red Letter Media's Mr. Plinkett review for Ghostbusters 2016 today.
I watch it every week.
What's her name? The comedian?
Melissa McCarthy?
Melissa McCarthy, yeah.
Well, okay, Melissa McCarthy, yes.
No, you're talking about the black
woman.
comedian, the black girl.
Oh, Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones. Like, I'm not trying to say you should insult people for their looks relentlessly, but like Milo wasn't wrong. She legit looks like a dude. Like,
time out. Prospero says, I got out of chat, you twats.
I was genuinely concerned that you were gone and your feelings were hurt and you're going to be a bitch. Fuck you then. I'm done.
Oh, I love you.
So sad.
No, Milo was not wrong at all. She looks like a fucking man, an ugly man.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, don't look up her nudes.
Oh, those are horrible.
Yeah,
I
saw them.
regretting I ever looked at that.
Yeah, that's some haunting.
No, everybody should look those up.
I would rather look at that bimbo who's been like talking about Brexit in naked with a gigantic bush than Leslie Jones.
Oh, Dr. Bateman?
Yeah.
No, women should look them up. It'll be like when I looked up the micro penis. You'll be strutting like a peacock. Trust me. It's just you want to feel better about yourself.
Whenever thinking like the Sanford and Sons theme.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, when I looked at the Leslie Jones nudes online, I was like, "Oh, they can't be that bad, can they?"
Yeah.
No, it was like a Lovecraftian nightmare. Like, every now and then, I wake up in a cold sweat, and parts of my sanity seem to have dripped away.
That's great. To look upon it causes madness.
It's disgusting. She's not an attractive woman.
Oh, she's really not.
And
she's
she
not
doesn't
an
do
attractive
anything to
man.
help with it. She could lose weight. I'm just saying. Like it's that's a large part of it.
She's a tall, authority-looking black woman. It's just it's a tough thing for them. It makes them very bitter.
You think she's ugly because she's bitter?
No, I think that she won't get pretty because she's bitter.
Well, yeah, she has a resting bitch face. Lots of women do. She does. Like when she's just sitting still, she looks like she's mad as hell. It's a little wild.
If I look like that, I'd be mad as hell too.
I can't believe Milo got in trouble for saying she looked like a man.
That was the excuse they needed. You know what I mean?
Jesse Smollett's neighbors cast doubt on his attack story. Dun dun dun.
Who would have thought?
Oh, I'm shocked.
What happened to his neighbor that said she saw racists or rednecks hanging around?
What if they're actually neighbors?
Yeah, they lived in the building.
Nearly 2 weeks after Empire star Jesse Smollett claimed he was the victim of a racist, homophobic attack, cops have yet to identify any suspects. And some people in his Tony Chicago neighborhood are growing skeptical. Oh, so
sorry, Mike, go ahead.
They're not like doing anything. They're just going, well, if we haven't heard anything else. Fuck y'all. That's not a story. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's because the cops legit pulled the all of the CCTV camera footage that was available, which was like a surprising amount of cameras from all the.
Oh, there's a lot of cameras in New York, dude.
You know, like it was an amazing amount of footage from from commercial stores as well as public ones, etc. And it's like there's only like 30 to 60 second time window where he wasn't actually on camera at the time. You know what I mean? Did you watch John Ward's video on it, Monkey?
No, I still haven't.
Oh, fuck, he knocks it out of the park. It's fucking hilarious.
I always tell people, when you're walking down the streets in like Chicago and New York and like Madison and stuff, you're gonna be seen by a lot of people, whether you know it or not.
Yeah, and on top of that, the most obvious clue, aside from the fact that this was like, clothesline cord, nobody's gonna strangle you with that if they have any common sense, or try to with that. Yeah, brand new. No, what a waste. His sandwich was still there. Anybody that kicks your ass and tries to put a noose on your neck is gonna eat your sandwich. That's what bullies do. That's your victory prize. You walk away with a reward.
And you take a picture and put it up on Facebook.
Yeah, I kicked your ass. Oh, now I got a club sandwich. Come on.
Thanks for the meal, bitch.
Yeah. Has anybody seen a movie? That's what every bully does. Anybody that's ever had their ass kicked knows they're either gonna take your wallet, kick you a few times, and they'll take some kind of souvenir. If you get a bag of food, they're totally taking that because they just work up the hunger.
Yeah, I never believed this guy from the start. I don't know anybody who really does other than their side, and even they probably believe it.
Yeah.
Last week, the Post traced Smollett's likely route to the underpass from a 24-hour Subway sandwich shop where he bought a tuna sandwich and a salad.
Ew.
Near the foot of a stairwell of Lowe's, I don't know.
Lowe's.
The Post found an empty hot sauce bottle that was partially filled with a clear liquid that smelled like bleach.
Oh my God.
The Post alerted the police, who seized the bottle.
Okay, first of all.
So wait. Now it was a hot sauce bottle filled with bleach?
What are they going to do? Put it drop by drop at him?
Okay.
And second of all, who gets a tuna sandwich from Subway? That's disgusting.
Hey, first off, I actually like their tuna sandwiches.
Yeah, it's too salty.
Steak and cheese.
Tuna's too salty.
Every time.
These are good. I like their meatball marinara, especially if it like recently came up.
Yeah, tuna sandwich. Why don't you eat some gas station sushi while you're at it? Gross.
Backscan wants to know if you're playing Subnautica Below Zero, Bear.
I have it. I've put about 40 minutes into it. I will be streaming it at some point.
King Bob says planted evidence is planted. No shit. Okay. So now the story is he is walking and these guys just happen to have a brand new thing of clothesline rope. But they'd also went through the trouble of filling up a hot sauce bottle with bleach.
And what was the temperature outside? Like it was just brutal, right?
-12, not counting the wind chill.
Yeah.
That was just
John Ward points out there is no blend of bleach that is still a liquid at that temperature.
Who the fuck pours it into a okay?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Were they trying to like shoot droplets into his eyes? Like I don't understand why would you even put it in?
Yeah, they poured some kind of chemical on him. Have you poured hot sauce? You have to shake that shit. And what were white people doing with hot sauce? Come on.
that's the most unlikely part here.
Well, they didn't say it was bleach. They said it was a bleach-like substance. That was probably some urine from a crackhead.
Or it was white people from the Post that discovered it, and they're like, "Oh my God, that smell is caustic. It must be bleach." It's like, no, that's hot sauce, man. You're just not used to spice.
All right,
white people don't know their spices. Shut up.
White people don't know their spices. Don't be upset about it. Let it happen. Wait, where's this commercial coming from? God damn it! Sorry, guys. We're gonna look at pictures from the Grammys last night, but.
No.
There was a commercial playing, and I needed to stop. Where the fuck is this coming from? There it is. God damn. I hate that shit. Put it at the top.
Hey, Satsu.
Satsu.
Yeah, he's in chat.
I don't see him.
Well, there he is. Way up there. Hey, Satsu, how you doing, man?
Hey, there he is.
All right.
The painted man.
We're going to look at some of the Grammy standout outfits from last night, y'all.
Oh my God.
And first up, what's that?
Nothing.
Whoa. Okay.
This is Lady Gaga.
Ooh, she's been. Is that a bad angle, or is she like starting to pack on a pound or two? Because she was always like a really thin woman. You know what I mean?
Well, didn't she like? She had to look normal for that movie she did.
Okay.
That's right. She did do a movie. Satsu. Welcome.
Dax with the
Dolly
stealth
Parton.
link.
Damn right I did.
What's up, bud?
What up, house?
Hey, buddy.
There's Dolly Parton and Miley Cyrus.
That's the most classy Miley Cyrus has looked in ages. Granted, it looks like some curtains I had once.
I didn't even recognize her. I'm like, who's that woman?
My grandma had that sofa. Thank you, P Dog Knight. Nobody noticed Jussie at the Grammys.
Was he at the Grammys?
No, nobody talked about him or mentioned him, I think is what he said.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't watch the Grammys, so.
Nope.
I don't think these look too bad right now. I would say these two look fine.
Yeah, they're not horrible.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd outfit, but not too bad.
She shouldn't have took a picture with her, considering how bad she fucked up that Jolene cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of her, this is HER. I don't know what the fuck that
Somebody
is.
stole him's thing and made a her.
That's a Powerpuff Girls reference.
All right. Here's Cardi B.
Ew, what is she?
Cardi
God.
B look like a fucking...
Yeah, I retract my peacock statements of the night, man.
How do you get in and out of a limo with that?
That's Cardi P, huh?
Attach it to her butt after she gets out, I would imagine. They just pack it in the trunk.
Well,
How does T.O.P. with that?
She's an ex-stripper. How's she twerk with that thing on?
Is she really an ex-stripper?
Yeah, legit. Yeah.
I'm not really surprised.
Diana Ross looking classy there.
Dom O'Reilly asks, "Am I watching The View now?" No. We're trying to make up. We're trying to make up for the women bashing.
Not The View, all right.
We're trying to make up for the women bashing by bashing on other women.
She looks like one of those poofy sponge things that chicks have in their bathroom.
Oh yeah,
they're the new age loofahs, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, that's all they had.
That's lame. I was hoping for more.
And none of them were really. I mean, except Peacock Girl, none of them were that bad.
No, they weren't.
We had
Diana Ross
as a
was
curtain,
like,
and
you know, older lady. She's still up there doing her thing. Good for her. You know.
I mean, what's her name? Dolly Parton ain't young either.
oh no, she's
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, when Miley Cyrus can show up with, like, I mean, okay, yeah, she was wearing your grandmother's couch, but like nonetheless, like she showed up looking not like a ghetto meth head or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Yeah,
the blonde hair and all the tattoos showing and the butt implants and all that. Like,
yeah, Miley looked pretty classy, actually, I would say. Like, she got her long hair back. She doesn't look nuts anymore. And she's with her godmother in a photo, so it's not like it's a...
Isn't she getting dick on the regular now from just one guy?
Yeah, she got married to that Hemsworth guy.
Yeah. Too much sperm from different sources will make you women crazy. I'm just throwing that out there.
It
why-
confuses them.
Yeah, it does. The flavor will just make you go nuts. Morning weebs.
Nuts flavor.
See what I did there? Oh my god!
How long are you gonna be streaming?
Probably. I don't know. When did I start?
68 minutes ago.
Why you ask me how long I'm streaming? You sound like my wife.
You're gonna do math now. Good job.
Because I got a project I'm working on in 7 Days to Die, and I'm gonna need your help.
You came in here to give me work?
Yeah, bitch.
Damn.
Don't act like you got a life.
You're his slave. Remember, reparations are a thing.
Pay up and get sprayed up, son.
They are.
Representative Ilhan Omar slammed yet again for anti-Semitic tweets. Oh yeah, I saw what she
did. They think that was going to happen when they fucking voted her in?
They thought that she would be
going to calm down a little, make policies for everybody.
What was the tweet? I didn't hear about this.
Representative Ilhan Omar once again stirred outrage by claiming, quote, "Israel has hypnotized the world." Came under fire again Sunday by claiming that a pro-Israel lobby paid off American politicians. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle called her out when she tweeted that the relationship between the United States and Israel is, quote, all about the Benjamins.
Benjamin Netanyahu's?
When Beta Ungar Sargon, the opinion editor for the Forward newspaper, said, "Would love to know who Ilhan thinks is paying American politicians to be pro-Israel," the Minnesota Democrat replied, AIPAC, AIPAC.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's all she responded with. She quote tweeted that lady, and just that was her response. AIPAC. I was like, ooh. So yeah, Ilhan Omar thinks that the United States is controlled by Jews.
It blows my mind that people just are pretending like all this time. They're just like, oh my God, I've been around this person and endorsing them this whole time, and I just realized what their politics were. It's like, yeah, because you've been looking at their external and you're just like, we're supposed to like these people, right? Okay, I'm going to do that.
She's a woman. Vote for her. It doesn't matter what she said.
Yep. And then you actually pay attention to what the fuck she says and what she talks about, and you're like, oh.
She doesn't really mean she wants all the Jew babies to die. Come on.
I don't know. Like, you got like
well,
Ellison from there, and now you got her from there, same district. Like, it's starting to make me think about Minnesota's 5th congressional district and what the fuck's going on there.
Oh, I know about it. I knew as soon as they even talked about her getting elected. I'm like, yeah, it's shit. I'm never going to Minnesota ever again. I hope my family gets out alive.
On the upside, she will be able to walk right into a job at the Women's March.
Sure, yeah. Maybe that's what she's shooting for. Steven says criticizing Israel is not anti-Semitic. That is true. You can criticize Israel without being anti-Semitic. But there becomes a pattern of people saying things where you're like, oh, maybe they don't like the Jews. And this is a fucking Muslim. Of course they don't like the Jews. Why is that why is that hard to understand?
Right. And we're not basing this off of our metrics. We're basing it off of theirs. Criticizing Islam or Jews in general has always been, for them an issue in any capacity. You're anti-Semitic or whatever. If you criticize any group, and they've been doing that this whole time, but now all of a sudden they see it. That's the part that I'm talking about. Like, you've been adamantly standing against this for a while, but saw vagina and must have forgot for a second.
Silverman says, but when Muslims criticize it, it's genocidal. Look, you can criticize Israel, but I mean, here she was actually criticizing U.S. politicians for being owned by the Jews. That was her point. Them damn Jews own or control everything.
Right.
I feel like right here we need the meme of Alex Jones going, "We're breaking the conditioning."
Yes. I don't even know how to say this bitch's name. Senator Amy Klobuchar, is that how you say it? Klobuchar? I don't know. Announces 2020 presidential bid. Did you guys see this shit? She's the one that's recently come under attack for how she treats her staff.
Oh?
Yeah. Several of her staff who wanted to remain unnamed reported that she treats them like shit. She just treats them like absolute shit. But she announced her presidential run yesterday, and the only reason we're talking about this is because she ain't gonna win. But this is how she did it. Do you see this shit? There was a fucking blizzard going on.
Well, how'd you say her name, by the way?
Klobuchar.
Klobuchar.
Okay.
Klobuchar.
I don't know how to fucking say that. Amy, Senator Amy.
I'm seeing a bunch of white privilege right there.
There's a ton of white privilege. Why the fuck? Okay, this bitch. Where's she from again? Minnesota. Fucking Minnesota, in the middle of fucking winter, and she had an outdoor rally.
She knew no black people gonna come out there.
So she announced it to a crowd of snowmen and women.
Yeah,
snow people, come on.
Yeah, who the fuck does that? It's the middle of fucking winter in Minnesota. Have an indoor rally, for fuck's sake.
Don't be that person.
I read something earlier. I don't know who the fuck it was, but there was like there is a married gay man running for president, and it is a big deal or a huge deal or some shit like that. And I'm like, who?
Why? Who cares?
Who's the married gay man running for president?
I have no idea, but I saw a picture of him, and they're like, "This is huge," and I'm like,
why? Do you have a picture? Send me that picture. I want to know who this is.
Cory Booker?
No, Booker says he's got a boo.
Yeah, right. She goes to a different school. You don't know her.
Canada. You will never meet her. I mean,
wait, yeah, she goes to a different school. Duck Dog says she had a rally while bitching about global warming. Sounds right. Sounds right. It's Minnesota in the dead of fucking winter. Go inside, you crazy bitch.
Did you find it? Because I wasn't looking.
No, I'm not looking.
Oh, okay.
You know I don't go to Facebook. I go to Facebook to say hi to my family, and then I come back off of it and come over to Twitter and talk shit to people.
Look, I can't go back to Facebook right now because if I do, I think I'm going to end up seeing Will Smith again as the genie. And
oh my god, it's so bad.
It's not that bad.
It's bad. You see that?
It's an abomination.
No, I saw the new trailer, and the only part that really bothered me was how nice Jafar looked. He was like just this cool dude who's hanging out. Jafar is supposed to be evil as fuck looking.
It was one of the points that we brought up. Dax and I, did you tell him, Dax?
No, I was waiting for you to come on.
Oh, okay. Dax and I did a reaction to the trailer before we came on.
Oh, okay.
And that was one of the big points, the fact that Jafar just looks like, all right, mate, how's it going?
Yeah, he looks like he's on fucking Ritalin or something.
Really? Do you really think they're going to make a sinister looking Middle Easterner these days?
Probably not.
Yeah, well, that's
they didn't even have to try hard. They all look like that.
Okay, one at a time. What was that, Bear?
I was saying they didn't have to go far. Just go to any corner shop and just pull the first guy out.
And what was that, Satsu?
I said that's what they did to the villain of The Last Airbender when M. Night Shyamalan fucked up that movie or whatever. It was just some dude. Just some regular ass dude. Like, what the fuck?
Sarah says Booker might have a boo, but that doesn't specify that his boo is female. No, he's supposedly dating some actress or model. I forget what her name is.
I think she misspelled boo. It's spelled beard.
No, it was actually, he said that a presidential candidate actually said he has a boo. And not a boo as in Aladdin.
That's weird. That'd be cooler if he had a pet monkey.
It would be. But
At
a
this
black
point,
presidential candidate can't have a monkey. That would just make it too easy for the racists.
Well, he's a Democrat, so.
A black man playing a slave serving an Arab. LOL, the irony of this Aladdin movie.
Yeah, Aladdin was actually like Chinese or something anyway.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought that was from the...
It's from the Arabian Nights, but it actually takes place in like Mongolia or something. He's supposed to be Asian, not Middle Eastern.
Yeah, and why is because they're doing this based on Disney's Aladdin. Why isn't Jasmine's nose much bigger?
I don't know. The chick they got to play her was kind of cute.
Yeah, she's cute, but I'm used to.
Doesn't look like Jasmine, though.
Jasmine's supposed to have a giant nose. That's what she's supposed to have, a Jew nose. I saw it in the movie.
Well, they had to get like post-op Jennifer Grey.
Oh yeah, she looks so different after her surgery.
Jennifer Grey. Yeah, because she had the nose surgery.
Hey, Polly, you've gotten quiet. Everything okay over there?
Yeah.
Who is
I
Polly?
was just looking at the election results of. Yeah, it's great to finally stream with you, Satsu.
Yeah, you guys haven't streamed together before.
I was just looking at the election results of the 5th Minnesota district.
Oh yeah,
over the past number of elections, it's the DFL up there always runs, and it's who they put up. I was like, how did she get elected? Because they vote 70% Democrat, like going back 25 years.
Real quick, thank you, Pumpkin Trucker, you asshole. The trailer doesn't look too bad. And if you look to your right, you'll see Ranting Monkey jockeying for a place on YouTube Rewind 2019. Kiss my ass. No, I didn't think it looked that bad. And I actually didn't think Will Smith looked that bad as a genie.
It's just they hired Will Smith to play Will Smith. Like, did you hear like the one line that he dropped? Like, you don't really know about this. This is come on. It was
they hired Robin Williams to play Robin Williams. He does his whole fucking set in that movie.
I make no secret of it. I'm not a big fan of Will Smith when he's not playing Will Smith. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop trying to be a serious actor. And
I get you.
Like when he's not playing the Independence Day character, when he's not playing Will Smith, I'm not enjoying it. I didn't like him in Suicide Squad. I know people think he's just endlessly charming. I don't. That's just me.
See, that's my problem with Nick Cage. If he's not playing white trash, he sucks.
Fair enough. Let's see. What else do we have going on in the news today, gentlemen? Oh, anyway, you were talking. What were you saying about the 5th there?
That they're the votes are just people are just voting for party.
Oh,
like
of course.
They didn't really vote for her if you follow the pattern of the vote. And Keith Ellison and then his predecessor was like, it was 70% Democrat, 5% Republican. And then like the remainder went to somebody else, except for the 1 year, like 3 terms ago, where there was no third party. It was only a Democrat and a Republican going against each other. And then they split even with a plus or minus. You know what I mean? So it's like 70%, 70%, 70% is like, you know, plus or minus a couple of percentage points. So it's, it's the most Democratic district in the Northeast, like up in there. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how she got elected. It's just Ellison left, and that's who the party put forward. They could have put forward a ham sandwich and she would have got elected, or it would have got elected. You know what I mean? Like it's
it's one of those districts. It's like Cortez getting elected. Once she got the primary, didn't matter.
Right.
Nobody else was going to win that.
I haven't really looked into that Cortez's district. Is that what happened there?
Oh yeah, the guy who had it before, I mean, he was in there long enough to become the 5th ranked Democrat in the House. Crowley, I forget how long he had held that seat, but like 24 years, I think it was.
And then P-Dog Knight says there's a strong Somali immigrant community there, but the demographics play it out as 65% white in that district. So it's like, I have no doubt that they've got a strong Somali community there. They like, you know, supported her getting the candidacy of the party, but it's just like we're gonna go check off the usual ticket, you know what I mean, and that goes back like fucking decades. Apparently,
it's like that in a lot of districts across. I mean, there's places across the country where Democrats won't run a candidate or Republicans won't run a candidate because they know they have no fucking chance of winning. So they're
like
just
kind of like, why waste the funds, sort of thing. Yeah, they
just don't run anybody.
That's wild.
Why do smart People send nude selfies? All right.
What?
Well, it's about Bezos. Culture critic. Why do smart people send nude selfies? In at least one way, suggests the Atlantic's Amanda Mull, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is exactly like a huge number of Americans. The world's richest man, quote, has dashed off explicit text and some predictably composed nudes to a romantic partner with little apparent regard for whether it would come back to bite him in the ass. That's fair. This became known when Bezos disclosed that he had called a blackmail and extortion attempt by the National Enquirer. Apparently, the, quote, smart and powerful probably aren't any less prone to sexting than the rest of us. You know he has a dick, right? That's especially true in cases of stepping out behind a partner's back, as Bezos was. Moreover, quote, people who feel like they have irrevocable power are significantly more likely to take risky decisions. Do you think that's what was going on here? Do you think he was just like, nobody can touch me, I will send my dick pic?
No,
considering how many broke ass motherfuckers send dick pics too, how does that fit with your psychoanalysis from a distance? Shut up.
I think he was like, she lets me put my dick in her, I'm gonna send her a picture of it.
Yeah,
maybe she'll send me a picture of her naked bits too.
Her naked bits. They were playing high school games is what you're getting.
Indeed. He wanted to see her naked bits, so he sent her his. I mean, it's not that hard to understand. There was another article I saw yesterday, day before, where they were like, why do men send nudes? And it was like, it's a show of power. No, it's not. When guys send nudes, women, when they send you a dick pic, this is what they're hoping for. They're hoping you're going to go, wow, that's awesome. I want to play with it. That's it. That's as deep as it goes. Anybody here disagree with that analysis?
Nope.
No.
And if you're super unlucky, they'll send you a dick pic back.
Like if it's on some Anthony Weiner shit, there's something worth like discussing from a distance. This guy, what? He sent a dick pic. Big deal. This isn't Anthony Weiner, like married and getting busted over and over and over. And it doesn't matter how many times he gets busted, he's still up to the same thing. This guy's got a problem. Do you know what I mean?
Let's not dox him. His name is Carlos Danger.
Was that the name he went by?
Yes.
That's priceless.
I know, it's awesome. I'm super jealous I didn't come up with it.
Poppy says no woman thought that ever. I'm not saying women haven't thought that. I'm saying I keep seeing articles where they're trying to dissect why men do this. It's because we want you to play with our pee-pee. Again, I've only ever sent one dick pic. It was to my wife. You know why? Because I wanted her to touch my pee-pee. Yeah, I was hoping she'd look at it and go, I want to touch that.
I remember sending a unsolicited dick pic to Vanilla Bear years ago, and with the little caption, "Here's Johnny."
So you named your dick Johnny?
Hmm?
Oh, nothing.
No,
I've never sent a dick
pic. Dave.
Now I have the song from Short Circuit stuck in my head. Here's Johnny, she said.
Oh my God. You must be stopped.
Never sent any unsolicited ones.
I've been asking them a couple times.
I've
never been asked. I sent Weibo a Richard Nixon picture before.
Nice. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand that people want to have sex. Especially men. Men like to have the sex. That's why that girl that we were talking about before, when they got married, he never sent you a dick pic. That's a sign.
Yeah.
That's a sign. Run.
No. Like I just said, I've never sent a dick pic in my life. Never once.
Well, you haven't been engaged.
Well, that's also true.
What did I wake up and walk in on? So many things.
Handsome penis discussions.
Indeed.
My dick is pretty. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I got distracted by a dick pic.
Before you do, Monkey, I need to bow out. So have a great stream, mate. And I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for coming by, Bear. See you later, bud.
No problem. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why do smart people send nudes? You fuck off.
See, I think these articles are written by bitter women that are lonely and don't have men hit on them. Because whenever you see these articles pop up and you look at the profile picture, it looks like a sad lady who has a lot of cats.
What?
Well, this one was written by the Post editorial board.
Oh,
but it was from Amanda Mull. Let's see if we can find out what Amanda Mull looks. Oh,
Bart Mull's daughter.
That is a cat lady.
See, I win again.
Let's pull up a bigger picture so y'all can see and see if you agree.
Got to use the fisheye lens, don't you?
Well, this one, I mean, it's a really tiny picture. Thank you so much, Ebony Williams. In regard to Miley Cyrus, you admit being a hoe isn't healthy, Monkey. I think it will make you crazy if you take too many dicks. That's all I'm saying. Too many dicks will make you crazy.
It's funny. I have a little bit of a story here, a little anecdote. Like several years ago, like as Obama was getting elected or running or whatever, she had done like a charity thing, just to raise some sort of funds. I don't remember what for. She was going through her closet with her friend, and she was finding things to sell. She was engaging in chat, and I ended up talking to her for like 10 minutes. She didn't seem nuts at the time. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Who was that?
Miley Cyrus.
You talked with Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. She seemed like she was going someplace. She had her head on straight, and then she did the twerk shit.
The drugs or alcohol will do that.
So
there's
sad.
the picture in the hangout.
That's like a fat Lacey.
This is the woman who can't figure out why smart people send dick pics.
That tells me that she's never gotten a dick pic, because smart people, it's not restricted to smart people. Any guy will send you a picture of his dick if you ask nice. And you're moderately attractive. She's like a 3.
She looks like she could suck the skin off a dick, though. I'm just saying.
But those problem glasses worry me that she's a biter.
Oh shit! I didn't have my Twitter up. I wasn't ignoring you, Satsu. Sorry about that. We need to check our hashtag before we end up wrapping this up. How long have we been going?
Don't know.
89 minutes.
There you go.
89 minutes. What is that? in English. That's
hour and a
almost
half.
An hour and a half, bro.
I was getting there. Most women don't want to see dick pics. Put them in. No need to turn us off first. Look, I get that. See, this is a fundamental difference between men and women. We are very visual creatures. And so we think, I want to see her genitals. Obviously, she wants to see mine.
It's quid pro quo.
And so we're like, here you go. Now send me one back. And you guys are like, what the fuck is he doing? It's just a difference between men and women. I understand it, but it's not going to change.
Yeah.
What the hell? Want to see me nude? Click here.
Woo.
I'm not clicking that.
That's a trap, and not the fun kind.
I mean, she looks okay. Like, oh, I want to talk about that real quick. I don't have it up here, but there was a girl yesterday who was upset because Instagram and somebody else had taken down one of her videos, and she was begging Twitter not to. A 16-year-old girl who's doing a striptease. Can we all agree that that should be taken down from Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
What country are we in?
It was America.
Oh, yes, then it should be taken down.
I was like, what the fuck? Why would you think that's okay to even put up?
Well, let me ask you this. She's doing a striptease. I'm going to assume that there was no nudity involved.
I didn't watch it because somebody else said, put your clothes back on. And
Yeah,
I don't want to watch a 16-year-old girl get naked.
Because 15 will get you 20.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, there's plenty of fucking underage girls twerking and doing every other damn thing in little Daisy Duke shorts and shit, like all over the internet. So my question is that the same problem, or is it because the impliedness of a striptease dance? Assuming there was no nudity, assuming.
It's sexualizing children.
Yeah.
It still counts as child porn if you watch it.
So you got the same issue with twerking then of a 16-year-old.
I
Yes.
think twerking's stupid to begin with,
yeah.
but yeah,
It
I don't.
depends.
Yeah, okay.
If it's some girl who's at a dance and she ends up twerking, okay, she just thinks that that's a popular dance to do. If she's in her bedroom filming it for her Instagram followers, that's fucking creepy.
Right.
Where's the
Anyhow.
parents?
Well, that's the biggest problem there, Dax. There's obviously no dad. We know that. If there's a stripper pole, there's no dad.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I know that's going to upset some people in chat.
If
but
there is
She
a
has a
dad,
stripper pole in her bedroom?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch it. I was making a joke there.
Okay. Well, because I was about to
Holly
like,
makes us beat down our jokes sometimes.
I didn't even come on. That's not a legitimate question. You said stripper pole. I was like, holy
You're
shit!
right.
What kind of
That is a legitimate question.
well,
like? And it would certainly cement the guess on no dad being around. I'm not installing a fucking stripper pole in my 16-year-old daughter's bedroom.
no,
Fuck
but I
no.
bet mom's boyfriend would.
That's horrible.
Oh my god!
Oh, speaking of horrible, we're over on our hashtag. Dax, what is our hashtag?
That would be MITAM.
That's right, guys. On the Twitter machine, if there's a story you want us to look at, maybe, throw it up there and we'll do our best. This one comes to us from Sarah. Guy arrested for projecting a porno on his garage door.
Yay.
Inside the garage or outside the garage?
A guy in Virginia watched porn last week by projecting the movie onto his garage door in full view of the neighborhood.
Yeah, he was outside. That's
Someone,
bad idea.
someone called the cops and he was charged with obscene display. Upon arrival, the officer observed a movie involving sexual activity being projected on the garage door of the residence, according to the police. At that point, a cop sought to serve Smallwood. His name is Smallwood. Oh, God.
Was he married to a Reddit user?
Was he recently married? Smallwood with a summons, but when the film enthusiast refused to sign the summons, he was arrested. Charged with obscene sexual display and obstruction of justice, Smallwood was booked into the local jail.
After the
Why would
cops
you do
left.
that? Dude, go inside your garage. Come on.
Yeah, that's just weird. Who wants to watch porn with your friends, let alone the whole neighborhood?
I mean, I've watched like porn to laugh at it with friends before, but if I'm doing it for special times, I'm not doing that in public.
Yeah, I don't. I watch porn with my wife, and that's the only person I watch porn with. Because I don't need to see dicks when there's other dudes around. This is a big story that kind of blew up. Mother 38 is arrested in front of her children and locked in a cell for 7 hours after calling a transgender woman a man on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's
a mother. Well, it's the UK.
Yeah.
A mother was they keep saying this in front of her children. Yeah, shut up. Lots of people get arrested in front of their children. A mother was arrested in front of her children and locked up for 7 hours after referring to a transgender woman as a man online. 3 officers. Excuse me. My God. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm so sorry. 3 officers. Back. What's that?
I said I will be right back. I just got to grab a drink.
Cool. 3 officers detained Kate Scottow at her home before quizzing her at the police station about an argument with an activist on Twitter over so-called dead naming. For those of you who don't know what dead naming is, that's where you use the name of a trans person that they were given at birth rather than the one they want to be called now. A 36-year-old from Hitchin, Hertfordshire. Why is everything in England a shire?
Because they really, really wish that they could like have kept Tolkien.
Bunch of goddamn hobbits. Hertfordshire had her photograph, DNA, and fingerprints taken and remains under investigation. Hi, baby. What you doing? I love you. You're so beautiful.
Whoa.
I want to see you naked. Huh? I said I want to see you naked. No. Later? Maybe later. I love you. Have fun.
It's a trap.
It's not a trap. I've seen it before.
No, not you're silly.
She's going to distract you with nudity and then twist your nipples.
We're planning. Don't worry.
More than 2 months after her arrest that bothers me because I know you guys talk.
Don't worry about it.
More than 2 months after her arrest on December 1st, she had neither her mobile phone or laptop returned, which she says is hampering her studies for a master's in forensic psychology. So that's what happens. This girl is getting an actual degree, and that other chick probably has a degree in gender binary. Writing on the online forum Momsnet, Miss Scottow, who has also been served with a court order that bans her from referring to her accuser as a man, claimed, "I was arrested in my home by 3 officers with my autistic 10-year-old daughter and breastfed 20-month-old son present. I was detained for 7 hours in a cell with no sanitary products, which I said I was needed, before being interviewed, then later released under investigation. I was arrested for harassment and malicious communication because I called someone out and misgendered them on Twitter." Confirming the arrest, Hertfordshire police said, "We take all reports of malicious communication seriously."
Let's do something about that Islamic knife crime.
Well, they won't do that. What did Monkey do again other than change the title midstream? Oh, I fell asleep when I didn't mean to, so this is much later than it normally is. Normally I do these about 2 o'clock in the morning. We started about 7:30 today. I don't know what time we started. Yeah, so this woman is upset because the other woman misgendered her, and yeah.
The UK is going down the toilet real fast. They're going to need a lot more prisons for people doing thought crimes like this.
Someone asked me the other day why I call Riley Dennis he while I call Blair White she, which, by the way, I haven't done for a while. But I said at the time, like, I was being a dick because that's the only reason to do it. But being a dick shouldn't be illegal.
Yeah. I have no respect for Riley as a person, regardless of gender. So what I call him is probably just going to be something dickish. So, I don't get this because they have zero freedom of speech over there. and it's obviously getting worse. And just saying something slightly mean to someone is not a criminal act. I'm sorry.
It shouldn't be.
No, this is ridiculous.
But it is over there.
Yeah, well, I don't know how long. Hopefully people don't put up with this, but it doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon.
There's people trying to correct my pronunciation in chat.
Mistakes are being made.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I really do. But one, I'm never going to remember the correct pronunciation. And two, this is just kind of who I am. I pronounce things wrong a lot.
He's got me for pronunciation. He won't remember it.
Yes, and there's times when Dax thinks that's funny, and he'll sit there and hold out the correct pronunciation on me.
Good.
That's just mean.
It is. You fucking dick. Speaking of that fucking dick, Dax, you're in charge for a little bit. I'll be right back.
Did you guys talk about the person who was being dead named online?
That's what we're talking about.
Well, but I mean, did you read her tweets regarding it?
No, what happened?
Oh, it's wild. Like on Sargon did a video on it, and he like quotes her tweets. They're so threatening. Like this is somebody who absolutely believes that they have the full power of the state behind them.
Yeah,
and she's not wrong for thinking so. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the scary part. And she's like, let this be a message to all those online who would spew hate. You will be researched. You will be investigated, traced, and arrested. And it's like, wow. Like it's, the hand of God will come down upon you.
Well, all wrong thinkers need to be punished. Did you see one of the Proud Boys had Chase Bank close his account?
Mm-hmm.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's in the hashtag, I think, because I posted it the other day. It's getting kind of crazy. If you can't even do basic things like banking, how are you supposed to survive? They're pushing you into a criminal element. Then
you can sue for that.
No, there's no discrimination against political views.
No discrimination, and they got to set precedent sometime.
Yeah, well, I wish that somebody would sue, and they seem like the right group of people to do it, but because they're already pretty roundly hated by a lot of people, so might as well go all out. I just think the whole thing's getting completely unhinged.
As it goes, it's like there should be no basis for arresting somebody for hurting someone's feelings. Like, what's the legal basis for that?
They don't need a legal basis
on a platform that has a mute fucking button.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. No, it's like if it was hurting you that much, why did you keep listening then? And it's
because it's violence. Violence cannot go unpunished, Ollie.
It's violent to silence me. So why is
no? You're on the wrong side of history. You have the wrong attitude. And you are
violence, and we'll be all right.
We have to silence the wrong thinkers and punish them so that they may be purified in the cleansing fire of the gutter that they're going to be living in.
To me, what frustrates me is that it's based upon the principle that you're going to be arrested for. It's not just hurting someone's feelings; it's spewing hate at a particular marginalized community. So there's protected groups that are they basically have more rights than other people.
Oh, absolutely. Some animals are more equal than others.
Right. And that's the part that really gets to me. It's like, oh, you're not just arrested for saying something. People are arrested all the time for saying things, for breaking decency laws, for hate speech, for all kinds of stuff. It's that it's always in a given intersectional direction. That's the part that kills me. It's like, Jesus.
Well, I think Sargon said it that it's creating like a sexual aristocracy. Because these people, those laws do not apply to these people.
And I love his line where he's like, and you're making me argue to defend the TERFs. Fuck. Like he was saying, right? But he's not. He's like, they have a right to speak. This is the principal thing. They didn't say anything that was hateful. They simply expressed their opinion on the matter. You don't agree with it and it hurts your feelings and you need to mute. But like, I mean, what the fuck? I'm like, that's a pretty solid argument when you got Sargon, who's not a fan of feminism writ large, but ends up defending the TERF against the intersectionalist. And how many times did he say over and over again in that video, I predicted this. I told you this was going to happen. One side of feminism was going to use these laws to go after another kind of feminism, and there it happened. I'm like, fuck.
Talking about Sargon and his views on feminism.
That he's pissed off that he's having to defend the turf in this situation. He's like, but she's right. Like she didn't say anything that was actually harmful other than harming your feelings, as it were. But that's not something the police should be involved in, because now you're policing political speech and policy views and so forth.
I'm not a big fan of the whole turf thing. And I don't mean of the people who are turfs, but them being just, they're turfs, they're bad people. When it comes to things like, we read the story the other day, there's a congresswoman or something somewhere who wants the restrictions on people who were born male competing against women removed in her state. That's not a good idea. And her reasoning for it is there's no difference between a trans woman and somebody who was born a woman. Like, yes, there are. And all you have to do is look at the sporting world where we've seen trans women compete against natural born women, and you see it, especially in combat sports, man. These guys are kicking the shit out of these women.
Yeah, wasn't there like an MMA fight where that dude just beat the shit out of a chick? Yeah,
there's been several, and they'll point to like, well, he lost once, or she lost once. Like, okay, and that was because he ran into somebody who was a much better fighter. You see that occasionally with like skinny guys who can beat the fuck out of some big guy, but in every other case, he's literally beating women within an inch of their fucking lives. So there are parts of radical feminism that should be trying to keep trans people out of that arena. Now, I'm not talking about in most everyday life. I'm talking about in things where it matters, like combat sports, for instance. You're going to get somebody killed.
Yeah.
And you're going to do it because of you think turfs suck. Okay, well, let's say turfs suck, but sometimes they have a point.
Well, look at that.
They have a point or not. The whole idea of one side of a political argument using the power of the state to arrest and charge the other side of the political argument. That's the part where it's like, whoa. Like turfs, traditional feminist, third wave, whatever the fuck. Why is the power of the state involved? Do you know what I mean? That's where I get fucked up over it.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, I do get that point, but it goes beyond that. There are societal problems that this is going to cause.
Well, we've already seen that. You guys read an article in Lords of the Night a while back about a transgender person that was put in a women's prison and then raped a couple of chicks.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yes.
I didn't hear that. Whoa.
We knew that would happen. We said that right away.
Damn.
Yep. And he's being, and I have no problem calling him a he. If you're raping women,
right.
I'm a lesbian. I can rape too.
Yeah.
Right. What's the defense of that?
He's been moved to a male prison.
Good.
That is so.
He raped like 3 people.
I mean, this was in the United States?
Yeah. No.
Oh, there's suing going to be happening over that. Like,
no.
No, I think it was. Oh God, where was it?
I want to say it was the UK.
Yeah, I think it was UK.
Okay.
So Jack just shared the article there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Wakefield, West Yorkshire.
What is this?
Yeah, that's in the Yucca.
This article comes from Massive Dynamics. Maternity photo shows mom to be posing with gator, shotgun, and beer.
Nice.
Because Florida.
Love it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you, Far.
I don't think there's really much else to say. I mean, there's an article that goes with it, but yeah. Here, I'll show you we'll share the picture so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
There we go. She's cradling a gator. There's a shotgun and beer over at the side.
Is the bath salts in his pocket or just?
And she's got her pants undone.
I was gonna say you can't miss the skanky Daisy Dukes right there.
Yeah.
Undone Daisy Dukes.
Yep.
Your mom are gonna be, you skank.
Well, Florida. I mean,
good for them. I hope you have a happy, healthy baby. I really do. But stop being skanky.
Well, she's been skanky for a while. Look at that thigh tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the leg tattoo sneaking above her cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Or those like boots for wading into deep water to get the alligator.
Probably. Yeah, those do look like plastic boots.
Oh, does that road go to their trailer park? I mean, how white trash can you get?
Oh God, honey. Lindsay Tuttle and her husband Jonathan Tuttle posed with baby gator Fred for a maternity photo on Facebook.
It's Durf.
It's Fred the gator. Oh my God. I bet she's a good lay though.
Probably.
Yeah, she looks like she's knows what she wants. I'll give her that. So I was watching this video from Act 17 Apologetics channel I like, and do you hear about this person, apostate prophet, getting kicked off of Twitter for hate speech?
Oh, did he? I know who that is.
Okay, yeah. It had the tweet deleted and they're either timed out or kicked off. I can't remember which. The tweet that was being responded to simply said, quote, "Growing up in a Muslim household, I wasn't even allowed to kill a spider because it's a sin. And people still go around saying Islam promotes violence." And then the thinking emoji with the hand on the chin, you know?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so apostate prophet responds, "Islam orders the killing of apostates, adulterers, gays, heretics, critics of Islam, etc. Islam orders to spread the religion by the sword, and explicitly insults non-believers in the Quran. But Islam forbids the killing of spiders. Therefore, Islam is peace."
And got kicked off.
And got kicked off for that. And he put up from Act 17 Apologetics the response, like the actual letter that he got, where it was like, this is the particular Twitter violation you did, violating our codes on hate speech. And it's like, wow.
Thank you, Princess Unicorn Nipples. It's missing the meth lab. Talking about that picture.
Yeah. It's probably down the road in their trailer park.
Poppy says, "Why can't we have angry people with good insults in this chat? Because you guys always bop them." Oh no, we just get angry people. You're right.
I'm on the stream. How can I be in the chat and the stream? That's Inception shit.
Bomb.
You're drinking ice again, aren't you?
I am.
Okay.
He's chewing it.
He's drinking it.
It's true. I am. I'm drinking it.
If I'm going to go with cereal soup, I have to go with chewing ice is drinking it.
I completely disagree, because there's an action of mechanicalism where you have to chew. Where drinking, you sort of can just let it go down your throat if you're qualified enough.
No, I needn't chew it. I am just choosing to. I could simply hold it in my mouth and it would still be drinking it, you see.
But if it melts in your mouth, then that's a chemical, not a mechanical. Therefore, it's not chewing.
It's
not chemical.
State.
That's physical.
It's in a solid state.
You're using heat. Heat is causing a chemical reaction to the water. Therefore,
no, that's not a chemical reaction. None of its constituent components are changing. It's still the same thing. It's just changing its state from solid to liquid.
Guys, I was just kidding about the whole bop thing. You guys I have no problem when you guys do it. You're fine. I was just playing around.
Pop thought. That's cold.
Not that I agree, but it's funny.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've said it before when I move out of this place, because I'm thinking of moving for too long, and it's got that ice machine in the fridge door, and I really dig that. Like, how am I gonna get my crushed ice if the next place don't have one of those fridges?
We'll make sure the next place does.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to, or buy one of them like little hand choppers or something, because I've gotten accustomed to the crushed ice.
They make little trays. You put the ice in. You take the ice out of the little trays, put them in a little washcloth, and then take a hammer and beat the shit out of them. Boom, ice chips.
I've done that back in the day, but it's like the chips kind of like stick to the cloth, like you know what I mean.
Put a layer of plastic, you'll be fine. Wax paper, whatever it takes.
I understand this apartment is littered with rats and insects, and the old tenants have keys still. but it does have the feature on the fridge that I require. So I will take it.
Priorities are important when making decisions, Jack.
That's right. Good morning, Angela.
Andy.
I have a one more little article to talk about here. This is from Max Fresh Market. I don't know where that's at. Heaven has a wall, a gate, and a strict immigration policy. Grocery store riles up shoppers with ad. They actually put this in their ad. A family-owned Christian grocery store is facing questions from some customers who felt it crossed the line with a political message on immigration in a recent ad. Max Fresh Market store circular typically includes a religious or political message at the top, but this particular assessment of the U.S.-Mexico border wall appears to have set off shoppers. The store posted the controversial ad on its Facebook page as well. It reads, "Heaven has a wall, a gate, and a strict immigration policy. Hell has open borders. Let that sink in."
It's kind of funny.
It is. I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, if you believe in that, they're not wrong. I feel like, and thank you, Ramen Lewis, for sending that in. Has Satsu fallen asleep? No, he's over there. He's doing stuff, not paying any attention to us. Satsu.
Yeah.
What you doing, man?
I just made me something to eat. I just saw Squishy off to work, and now I am finishing up my project on 7 Days to Die.
I thought you needed me for that.
Well, you're streaming.
Technically, so are you.
Yeah, but I don't have to pay attention to what's going on.
When I'm in the stream, I don't have to pay attention.
Well, I'm just saying, Monkey's like jumping screens and pulling up articles and stuff. He ain't got time to be 7 Days to Die.
No, when you're the host, it is different. You can do a lot of things when you're not the host.
Exactly. Yep. That's why I was being courteous to my friend.
But with that, I do think we're going to wrap up here because we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, and I need to get real food. I ate a cold hot dog. That's it, and that was so I could take my medicine. I need to get some real food into my belly and apparently work on something with Satsu.
Well, so before you end it, you want to take a look at what I did?
Are you wanting to share that or?
Yeah.
Sure. Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm about to share it now. This is the extent of my life right now, guys.
You're presented to everyone. Let's see. This is my guest has a picture they're supposed to share and haven't. Oh, dear God. That's what you've been working on?
This is what I've been working on, and it took me all morning.
I'm so happy. Maybe I'll fucking sub them. Why not?
You're not subbed to PewDiePie?
Oh, I did. I have no feelings about him either way.
You're not doing your part.
That's right.
All right. Okay.
This is an epic war. We can't lose.
Okay. And with that, chat, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for the donations. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how much it helps. And just how nice it is for you guys to come, hang out, listen, chat, share, like, all that stuff that you guys do. You're amazing, and thank you so much. Bear's not here, so make sure you go check out his channel. And Bear, thank you for coming. We're gonna start with you, Satsu. Anything you wanna plug today?
Sub to PewDiePie.
Sub to PewDiePie. Jack, anything you want to share?
No. Throw my channel link in the live chat. I got a video coming live in half an hour.
There you go. Make sure you guys sub so you can go watch that. Dax, anything you've been working on?
I worked with Bear this morning, and we made a collab on the trailer for Aladdin on Irate Alex, so I recommend you guys go check that out.
There you go. And Polly.
Yes.
Anything you'd like to share?
Sure. I just put my the link to my channel in chat, which is where we do comic book curation every Wednesday with Inquisitor Jack and myself, where we talk about all fun things around comic books and superhero related films and all the pop culture and comics gate stuff that's going on around it. It's great fun. Come on by. We'd love to have you.
Hell yeah.
All right. And tonight, what night is it? What day is this? Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Tonight we will be on Satsu 2 Cents for Lords of the Night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, guys. And then after that, we will be on 2 cents plus. That's the number 2 cents plus, all squished together.
Really quick. I forgot. If everybody here, if you haven't checked out Scribe's video that he did the interview with Jim Healis, that was fucking great. It was a great interview. It was really informative on how independent comics work.
To do it?
Yeah, he did it and posted it. And it's up. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. Like, Jim's an informative guy. He'll ask a basic question and he just gives you these great detailed answers on it about how independent comics work and how everything, like, even if you're not interested in comics, it's really interesting interview. Scribe asks a lot of great questions. Worth checking out.
Yeah, Jim's great. Blue Mamba is amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, so sorry for the extra pitch there, Monkey.
Oh, that's okay. We'll be on 2 Cents Plus at about 11:15 playing 7 Days to Die. And you know what, Satsu?
Yes.
I feel like we should give out another copy of Far Cry 5 tonight.
I would like to win that.
All right.
It has been a very popular giveaway, and we have only a week until, not even a week, Friday, New Dawn comes out, which we will be playing on 2 Cents Plus, guys. So make sure, if you'd like to win a copy of that, check us out on 2 Cents Plus tonight at 11:15. And with that, chat, thank you for coming. Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Satsu, Jack, Dax, and Polly, and everyone. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Letters.
Bye, everyone.